Hello and welcome back to Panzer Corps 2, playing Axis Operations 1942. This is scenario number 3, where we can either go to France and do an aircraft-only mission, the first of 3 or 4 in this DLC. Or we can just ignore it if we think that is boring, because we are currently not on the East Front, right? We are in Germany, resting, refitting, training, that sort of thing. So it's only the air portion of our forces that are being sent. And we are, of course, gonna divert. So we have had 2 scenarios thus far that have been sort of special in their mechanic. This one is certainly special. And then after this one, we get a training mission, and that is also special. But then once we get to scenario number 5, we get some real battles, and by that I mean more inside the box, so to speak. So anyway, let's jump in. Yes, here we have Golland, I think it is. Role-playing. General of Fighters, yeah, but we did not actually release him, so it's kind of not completely accurate, but no. Nice now, Shanost and the Hipper, I think, well, one of the Hippers anyway, are gonna dash through the channel alongside Prince Eugen. With some destroyer escorts, and we have to give them air cover, shoot down the Royal Air Force, sink some small British ships, and sink Home Fleet Squadron. Those are battleships. Yeah. Now, this is a rather long scenario. We have these mobile airfields. Yeah, there's a lot of talk. Horror, an enormous amount, yeah. And briefing, we get a butcher. That's the 3rd butcher that we have. We can authorize, we can authorize the exchange for some Focke-Wulf 190s and some BF 190Zs. There's Willings butcher. We're not gonna use any of that in this, but take a fast learner, and actually suddenly this is that's 22 shots at it has soft attack at 18. That's pretty awesome. We'll slaughter everything. So anyway, I have to do a major reorganization because this is an air-only mission. So we will bring out everything we have. Well, not everything, but we need enough bombers to deal with both the small and the big in Royal Navy ships. We could use the Sturmovik to take out some AA guns if we absolutely want to, but it's the fighters that will do the hard work. Everyone else will just do nothing, but we will have to reorganize the reduced and 0-slot heroes to maximize our forces, and then we can also have some auxiliaries, but basing capacity is actually an issue here. There are some air bases, but especially in this region here, there are almost none, and typically get the bottleneck is in this area. But we'll figure it out. Yeah, so after much thinking and reorganizing, I can present, and a good night's sleep, I can present the new roster for our forces, including auxiliaries. We have these 2, basically an escort with evasive and exterminator, also useful for finishing off stuff that's been damaged. And evasive to give them some extra survivability. Then we have some confusion as to who should have what camouflage. But I basically have 3 of these, a double support, fast learner, reduced slots. Only this one doesn't have reduced slots. These are auxiliaries. This is bar with rapid fire and hit and run. This is Golan with double attack and rapid fire. I find it more interesting than having fast rebase. And I turned one of my tacticals, the BF, an older BF 110 into a bow fighter just because it's fun. It has no retaliation and vigilant. Vigilant helps if you want to attack certain ships that fire against your close defense, so it's not completely weird. The Swilling, crippling blow, first strike, and readiness. Crippling blow actually gives it some good striking capability. And with first strike and readiness, it should be able to live through the battle. These BF 110s, they are just bait, basically. We have some scouts, my own scouts. We just have Avenger, because why not? This one has Provocateur and Prudent and Resilient. Now it will be used to bait in conjunction with the double support fighters. Nice trick. Then I brought the Sturmovik just because I can, but I've taken off Crippling Blow and put Vigilant on it. Again, in case it has to bomb something. I'm not saying we will, but maybe. I had the slots, so why not? We have more planes than we could possibly need. This one gets rapid fire and crippling blow and lightning attack, so it will be able to dish out 22 shots at very high strength, so that should be useful. These have double attack. These are just plain. This one, maybe we can see what we have left. Legendary. Lethal attack, entrenchment killer, yeah. I think that was the plan, but I forgot to add it before I saved last night. And we have these 4. And we have 2 forward airfields that we start with. Now, let's start deploying the stuff. So we can start by deploying a recon here. And then we can have good old bar. This is 10 slots. So quite a bit. And this guy. Then in the other corner here, we can have a double support, and we can have this guy, and have the wing. A naval bomber. I mean, it's practically free, so why not have another pair? Kind of have to be aware though that there are some capacity restrictions here. Something like that. It's not an exact science. Weather looks good, so let's hit the button. As that was an anti-tank hero, so not exactly game breaking. Did I manage to overstack my airfields? I can't split this guy. Apparently I did. So let's put the double support out here. Make sure my bombers are escorted because the AI likes to cause trouble. Tribal class destroyers. I mean, why not? That was somewhat disappointing. These are protected. So just auxiliaries, so but nothing to see here. Okay, we have two tribals. No, they're just a destroyer. Yeah, but I don't want to strike this far, so it's not all that time. You'll see a lot of this. They have recons out and they have radars, so they have pretty good protection. Was interesting to see what they are up to. Oh, that was harsh, but it's an auxiliary, so we are not terribly upset about that. So it's me, green team, the British, and then the blue team. So you can effectively escort if you want. But now we know where they are, so we can do a hurricane, the Spitfire. There's this one. Looks like it's pretty mean. That potentially saved us from some level of grief. Now I don't really have any fighters that can hurt this guy or even reach it. I could send the BF-110s, but that's well, for quite understandable reasons, that's not actually gonna work. Wow, it did not think. And a double support here. So we need fighter cover, and we need eliminate the one we started on. Killing these destroyers help with this objective. Sink 20 ships, and there are 3 battleships that we need to stop. Yeah. I don't have any fighters nearby, but we can of course do this. Yeah, we can replace those lost fighters if we want to. We can also just recon a little bit more. It's always good to know more destroyers. The less they see, the better. So here we have a bad guy. Two damage. It's disappointing. Goodbye. You will not be missed. Just so we have some fighter cover. Okay, we can. This. Okay, so I had a sudden arrival of my electrician. Became for her appointed hour actually, so my doggy doorbell started barking rather furiously, so I had to jump out basically. So now, as usual, I do not, I think I started to, it's only turn 2, I started clearing up this, and we had this Spitfire Mark II. Yeah, we did some bombing, and we had got down something here. And we are inspecting right and proper. Like this, possibly. And what do we have here? All right, they were shooting at some of my friends here. Don't think I can. Yeah, because we had a little fight in this department as well, so I can replenish that guy. These are not seeing anything, or rather, yes, we are seeing something. Another couple of destroyers. So the tribals are strength 12, but the destroyers without names, they are strength 10. I think I'm done here. You can see Sharnos is 70, this Ignice now is 65, and Kipper is 60, but has slightly less air defense, but it's almost impossible. Even if they strike a mine or two, they're almost impossible to get them to sink. That's fine. But that's okay because, oh my god. What are you doing? You villains. Oh, but this is good. Just we draw them out. Oh, good. Good, good. These destroyers act very strangely. They should just follow information here, but they don't really want to do that. Okay, so let's see what we can see here. So how far can bar go? We can only go here. You go down. And my 20 strength. A bit of a double tap. I'm considering rebasing this guy. Was shit. No retaliation, so that's convenient. Duke of York. Let's move these guys before I forget. No, I'm definitely going to rebase my friend there. And I can only rebase him one step, so... kind of pointless to go all in with this guy. So we'll send him east. I completely forgot about this guy. If I had been a little bit smarter, that could have worked. Oh well. Not that important. That's a good trade for me. I mean, the less spotting they have, the better. Wow, very annoying. That was actually quite disappointing. Now, we already have a spotter there. Let's see how far we can send the wing. No, it doesn't have the range, sadly. Oh, we have some destroyers. But I don't think I have anything that can bomb. No. Hmm. Efficient. So we have the heavy cruiser. It's going up high. He has evaded an exterminatus. No, he doesn't have the range. That is quite unfortunate. Can do. Yeah. Wait a second. Oh, that one was half dead, so let's not do that. Okay, good. Good. This is the Royal Sovereign. Don't think there are anyone in this area, so huge factor. Heal it. 5 damage. Now we are talking. But if I were to bomb this one, I would have no fighter escort. Unfortunately, I think I have anything that can move. No. Okay, so there are quite a few fighters left in that sector. And now it came down again. The Gneiss now is in this area somewhere. And would you look at that? Go up with our rapid double fire thingy. One needs to heal. This one can bomb little destroyer doing 1 point of damage. That was quite unimpressive. Are all my good bombers elsewhere? Yeah. No, it can't split. Because why not? +1 air defense. Okay. I mean, yeah, this one already has 2 air defense. Could be interesting to try to train up the rest, so to speak. Yeah. So yeah, we're full capacity, unfortunately. So could make a relief. So that was turn 6. Or this one has range, so as long as they can see me, they can shoot me. A little bit of cloud. It's not what I wanted, but no, which is better? One has 2 attacks. No. Well, that sucked. However you look at it. See any fighters? Where? I don't have enough fighters. I have no idea where the Gneiss now went. Spitfire? Spitfire Mark 5, okay, that's pretty modern, I would say. This is the Eugen, Prince Eugen. This is... Oh, there they are. Oh. Certainly one way of going about it. This one I don't even think need an escort because it's so far inland, but we can give it a pseudo escort. Are these not the same? Recon? No. Interesting. No, we can't effectively engage the Spitfighters, so let us instead get rid of some destroyers. I mean, I can reach this guy, but I don't have any fighters with enough range, so that seems like a fairly bad idea. We can instead go over here. Need to make some room for the real deal. There is plenty of time, so I wouldn't... oops. That was annoying. Vigilant. No, it didn't have readiness, so that makes it weak. Should have escorted it. My fault. I was confusing it with the Zwilling. Still. I think I actually want another base here. To relieve the congestion a bit. Of course. Got greedy, didn't work out. We need to sink 5 more of the little ships. But it's fine. Surely it must be able to sink it now. No. Now we only need to sink 1 more. Well, this is kind of fun to watch. I'm not entirely sure what they want to accomplish, seeing as we can't affect anything with that AA. Not like the ships move inside the AA umbrella. Never mind. Where did the last guy wander off to? We don't know. Fine. Moving just outside range. Kind of a dick move, if you ask me. Well, hello there. Why did I move my people away? Ah, I guess that's it then. Oh no. No, wait a second. Uh, one shot, one kill. That's always funny. Up, 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 up. I wanted +2 ups. I got +2. Yes, very nice. We have sunk one of the big ones, so here is another. But where is the third? No. There it is. Plenty of targets. One hurricane. Whatever. Let's do it. Not every squadron has an equal amount of stuff to do, but that's fine. Oh, I used quite a bit of prestige actually. No, it has +2. No, I think +2, +2, +2, and this already had only has +1. No, I can. No, then it doesn't take any return fire. 500. Okay, it's because I've been reinforcing those guys. Okay. 6 suppression. Wow. That was more than expected. Yeah, where did the last one go? He went up here. Okay, I shot that guy instead. My fault for sending too many aircraft at the same time. Yeah. Being too clever. Okay, so now it's all the way over there. Kind of hard to finish it off. Wow. They are so bad without experience. Oh, right. That was lucky. Absolutely cannot catch a break. How did that happen? How was this guy able to shoot? Never seen that happen before. Huh. Scharnhorst has reduced speed for a few turns. That's fine. But that was Halifax. Range 0. Who knows? Yeah, this pretty much concludes the interesting part of the game. We can, of course, go over here and just shoot them down. Just because we want to gain the experience. This will, of course, lead to them shooting at you. Suppose that's fine. Oh, quite a bit of stuff we can do here. It wasn't all boring after all. A good old... Oh, where did the last guy wander off? Now, I have no idea. There he is. Oh, come on, don't make me restart. Uh. Okay. I probably need to restart again. I try to train them, but they have do absolute 0 damage, while this guy, even at half strength, does a ton. Just make it stop now, please. Each like the scenario goes on for maybe 5 turns, 6 turns too long. Anyway, we are done, and it is it's different, but in a fun way mostly. And we have the 8 accommodation points that we need for the next scenario, or rather we need 7, but yeah, there is no way to have exactly 7. You either have 8 or you have too few. Spectacular success, yes, thank you. Took very little damage. Yeah, this is, they have a daughter, a man with the eye patch and a Spanish woman. And she thinks he's dead, and this is not. Anyway, good scenario. Thanks for watching. See you again soon.